Coming up moments from now, the venue in the heart of downtown New York City. The Hornets taking on the Knicks. For the Charlotte Hornets, they're halfway through the season and need to pick it up if they want to end strong. Is time on their side? Knicks, Hornets, and we'll be right back for tip-off. Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you exciting NBA action. Brian Anderson here, joined by our analysts, Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, plus reporting from the sidelines, Allie LaForce. And now let's take a look at the starting lineup for the Charlotte Hornets. Sharp out there with Cade Cunningham. Then it's Filipowski. Then it's Bailey. And it's Flagg in at the 4 slot. And for New York, Stephen Curry is out there with DeAnthony Melton. Then it's Deni. Then it's Brandon Clark. And it's Hunter in at the small forward position. Compared to the old days, Doris, it feels like rookies these days get more playing time right away.
You're right, B.A., and it doesn't matter if they're still in their teen years. It comes down to, are you the most talented player, or are you considered a foundational piece, and we want to get you repetition right away.
Now here's Sharp. Now here's Cunningham. 6 on the shot clock. Charlotte needs to get off a shot. And Sharp the bucket on the assist by Filipowski.
And everybody wants to see what kind of range Sharp has. Looks like the NBA three-point line won't be a problem for him.
Now here's Clark. Gets the 3 to fall.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Sharp with it. Melton covers. Sharp passes to Cunningham. Here's Flagg. The 3. Clark grabs the board. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, Mike Brown had a few moments to share with me. I asked him what his thoughts were on Cade Cunningham, and he said Cade is extremely talented. He's got great size. He plays under control. He's one of those guys that makes his teammates better. It's easy to see why he initiates so much of their offense. Back over to you, Ryan.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Now here's Hunter. The rebound by Filipowski.
Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focused all the way through the play.
Cunningham against Curry. Off target on the 15-footer.
That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
One of the most exciting teams in the league, Doris, the New York Knicks.
B.A., there's a saying that the NBA is better when the New York Knicks are in the house, and they are good. How about the resurgence over the last 5 years? They want to win now, and that rabid fan base is eating up all this success.
And that one dropped. For him.
Yeah, a graceful touch from Cunningham, making that floater look effortless.
Outside Hunter. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Cunningham against Curry. Avdia from outside. Oh, can't get it. Misses his first attempt. For Charlotte, they've gone 2 for 5 here in the first. Here's Cunningham. And here's Bailey for 3. And it's New York with a rebound. Inside. Lets it go. And the basket by Clark. Clark's gotten a second bucket on the night.
Wow, it's exactly how you lead someone with the pass. Beautifully done.
Here's Cunningham. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Yeah, strong player mentally. Cunningham showing the physical strength on that play.
And so Curry will bring it up for the New York Knicks. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Hardy, he's checked in for Cade Cunningham. New York working the ball around now. Off the outside. Three-pointer. Sharp grabs the miss. The Hornets have gone just 3 for 7 here at the start. Here's Hardy. Melton covers. Pass to Filipowski. Sinks that one from the post.
Boy, nice pass. A little ball movement, a little player movement. That's how you play this game.
Curry passes to Clark. Back to Curry. And here's Hunter. Melton outside. Now here's Avdia. Lets the three fly. And it's Flagg with a rebound.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Here's Bailey. He's off on that one. New York trailing. Robinson, he's checked in for Charlotte. Bull comes in for Bailey.
Charlotte substitution. Mitchell Robinson.
And New York has possession. Clark outside. Outside Hunter. Pass to Curry. Wing shot on the way. Bearing his second of 3 attempts.
But you want to step him off the line, that's no problem. Step an efficient move into the mid-range jump shot.
Sharp against Melton. Left side Bull. It's stolen by Curry. Fast break. Here comes New York. Avdia from outside. Nails it from 3.
Well, just ready to shoot as soon as the ball touches his hands. That is Deni Avdia. This guy has an instinct to score it.
No doubt. Stephen Curry is the best shooter of all time. Talk about what makes him special.
Well, B.A., he can hit shots under the most difficult circumstances, off balance, with only a sliver of daylight. This is why teams often choose to double him the moment he crosses half court.
From the high post. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
He just couldn't finish the job that time. And too bad, because it was a nice look.
Curry passes to Melton. Curry surveys. Avdia from outside. And he can't get that one. Hornets trail by 3. Outside Sharp. Pass to Hardy. Back to Sharp. Just 5 on the clock. And the 3 off target. The Knicks have gotten 5 of 11 shots to go. Clark. And the rebound goes to Charlotte.
Most defenses want to protect the paint first. Great job there.
Cole, a screen on Curry. Here's Hardy. Outside Robinson. And here's Flagg outside. Counted from distance. It's all knotted up.
Yeah, Flagg has that 3 ball. His bag is pretty deep.
1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Clark. And that makes him 3 for 4. He's looking good. Charlotte has gone 2 of 5 from deep. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. That one on Melton.
And Sharp has no off switch. He's consistent at attacking defenses and drawing whistles.
Both free throws good from Sharp. There's 10 seconds left in the first quarter. Pass to Iguodaro. Over Bull. Offline with a baseline jumper. It's a tie game in New York. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. Some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. All right, guys, what's your take on the Knicks so far?
Well, they clearly came into this game focused on sharing the ball.
When you keep everyone involved at the offensive end, it keeps everyone engaged in other areas as well.
And for New York, they're shooting the ball at 43% from the field. This is how the floor looks for the Hornets starting the second. They've got Malik Beasley. He's out there with Terry Rozier. Josh Okogie is out there with Jonathan Isaac. And it's Holmes in at the power forward position. Just 5 to shoot. That shot wide open. Pierce has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Yeah, shooting clearly the #1 priority for Fears there. Showing some confidence in his J. His hang time on the rim puts a sweet cherry on top, B.A.
It's a close game, and those displays of explosiveness can jumpstart a team. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
Well, they found a groove, and it's from distance, so knocking them down from the three-point land never hurts.
Yeah, what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
And it's blocked by Isaac. Here's Beasley. And that misses. That would have put him up.
Boy, that mid-range area, he just didn't look comfortable, let's be honest.
And with new ownership and a new front office, some hope that the Hornets can get going.
Well, they need to, BA, because it has been a long, slow history of a lack of success, and that can really wear out a fan base. Here's what we know. In the modern NBA, you have to begin with great ownership. And then your front office has to make really smart decisions. Draft well, make key trades, the acquisition of key veterans. And then your coaching staff has got to buy in. So much goes into this.
And New York has possession after Charlotte's three-pointer on the other end. And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments.
Here comes your Knicks City answers, everyone. Get loud for us.
So both teams making some changes here. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter. Melton outside. Pass to Anderson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. A 3 from Barnes. Hornets with the rebound. All right, let's get an update on Cade Cunningham's injury. Allie, any news?
I did speak to the head athletic trainer for the Hornets. The knee did bend backwards, and he confirmed it was hyperextended. Doesn't appear to be any significant ligament damage at this time. By their estimation, no further damage can be caused by playing on this particular injury, so they're going to roll the dice, and he's going to play.
All right, Allie, thanks for the intel.
What's remarkable to me, though, is how resilient players in the NBA are and the quality of the training staff and the approach they take in the rehab process. And that really helps accelerate the return to play, which is what every organization is trying to do.
Here's Hardy. Anderson covers. Takes it inside.
Oh, wow! Wow! That type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark. Now here's Curry. 5 points in the game. Counted.
I'll tell you, it is a thing of beauty watching Steph Curry shoot jumpers. An unbelievable feel and touch.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Hey, Brian. Stephen Curry is nearing the finish line. He said every year there's some new style, new energy coming through that challenges you. And seeing these young dudes come up and understanding how much talent there is, this is not going to be around forever. So enjoy every moment of it. Brian, back to you.
Thanks a lot, Allie. All right, on the line, we've got our insider, Shams Charania. What do you have for us, Shams?
Well, for all the anticipation around NBA expansion, we might have to pump the brakes. I'm told a number of team owners are a bit hesitant to further carve up the revenue from this new national broadcasting deal. The timeline may take longer than some fans had hoped.
They'll get there. All right, Shams, thank you very much for that report. And Charles Lee wants a timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. So for the Knicks, Clark comes in for Anderson, and Deni Obvious subbed in for Barnes. Charlotte leading by 3. Cole, screen on Curry. Pass to Flagg. Here's Rupert. Here's Bull. Clark covers. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
The Knicks have gone 4 for 7 in the second quarter. The 3 from Curry. And again, New York with the triple.
You know, building up confidence as the game goes on. Hit one from behind the arc in the opening period. 2 here in the second.
Here's Rupert. Melton covers. Over to the wing. Cunningham outside. 6 to shoot. Cole, a screen on Curry. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two. When you think about the skill of Cade Cunningham, Grant, at his height, what a combination.
You know, B.A., whether it's scoring inside or seeing over the defense or just beasting on smaller guards, his 6'6" frame is certainly an advantage.
And this is year 2 for Coach Charles Lee at the helm of the Hornets, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., a long-time assistant. He knocked on plenty of doors before finally securing the lead role. And that determination to break through, something he's looking to impart to his young roster.
Terry Rozier, he's checked in for Charlotte. Now here's Hunter. No made baskets yet. Apia, right side. Puts up a three. Cole grabs the board. Cole's got 4 rebounds now.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
And that one's good. Flagg.
Yeah, most young players want to take threes. Flagg is the rare wing who almost prefers to bang down low.
Curry finds Melton. And there's the drive. Boom! He jammed it straight down.
Now that's how you capitalize on a screen.
Yeah, good positioning, too. Gave him a clear path to the hoop.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick, no rotation. My goodness.
It's Curry all the way.
I'll tell you, he's in a rhythm, playing with purpose. Great first quarter, even better in the second.
Rozier with it. Apia picks him up. Rozier against Apia. Pass to Rupert. Nice passing by Charlotte here. Bailey's shot is off. And so it's Apia with it. He brings it up for New York. They trail by 1. Clark to pass to Curry. 36 seconds left in the second. And the basket by Clark. And the lead just keeps changing hands.
5 times already, and we still haven't gotten out of the first half.
Rozier looking around. To the left wing. To the paint. Pass to Bailey. Beyond the arc. Knocks it down from distance. Bailey's got his first 3 points of the game.
Ooh, they've been on fire from deep this quarter. Their percentage has been rising and rising.
To the middle. Here's Clark. Rejected by Bowles. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Hornets out in front. They lead by a bucket. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit.
Good to be with you for halftime. Let's check in on the NBA action coming up later tonight. The Timberwolves out in Minnesota will go up against the Nuggets. Tip-off is 7 p.m. Eastern Time.
This is going to be either a lopsided game or a terrific upset.
So now, looking at Charlotte, they got themselves in a close battle.
Got to give it up for their second unit, leaping off that bench, going out there playing like starters.
Roster depth, a key factor for them here. Thanks for tuning in. Now we head back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Stephen Curry having a dominant impact. in this game.
I love how effortlessly he scored. The game just comes so easy for him.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
New York trailing. Deni out there with Brandon Clark. Then there's DeAnthony Melton. Then there's Stephen Curry. And it's Hunter in at the 3. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. Now here's Curry. Here's the 3. Hunter can't get it to go.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Here's Flagg outside. Clark grabs the board. Knicks shooting a nice 50% for the game. Down low. Oh, Clark with the slam.
Wow, that bucket comes off such a good feed by Deni Avdija. Genuinely selfless with the basketball.
Charlotte has gotten 5 of 11 threes to drop so far in this game. Cunningham against Curry. Cunningham outside. Cade on the move. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. It's on Stephen Curry.
And a relentless drive by Cunningham. The defense goes to cut him off, and he makes sure to get fouled.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Curry passes to Clark. Outside Hunter. Pass to Avdija. Jacks up a 3. Knocks down the long J. Avdija's got 6 points.
What you love about Deni Avdija, this guy can score in a multitude of ways.
Charlotte trailing. Cunningham deciding where to go with it. Off with the layup. New York has got 6 out of 15 threes so far in this game. Melton misses. Filipowski, the pass to Sharp. Avdija pulls it in.
3rd straight miss to start the half. Ouch.
Hunter against Cunningham. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Hunter.
You have to be more careful with the basketball. These are possessions that you don't get back.
Curry against Cunningham. Beasley with a screen on Curry. Left side Sharp. To the inside. Here's Robinson. And a big finish by Robinson.
The athleticism of Mitchell Robinson is something to behold.
Well, the painted area is really where Mitchell Robinson thrives, Doris.
B.A., he might be the best offensive rebounder in the game, and his ability to do that helps teams win on the margins. He's also a menace on the defensive end, a massive presence at the rim.
These teams just keep trading the lead.
Yeah, you wonder what it's going to take for someone to pull away.
The Hornets have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to fall in the second half. Beasley outside. Takes the 3. And there's the foul. It'll go on Shaedon Sharp. That's foul number 2 for him. New York has gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the 3rd. Back to Clark. Outside Curry. The kick to Hunter. Lets it go from deep. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. Now Cunningham. 7 points in the game. Pass to Sharp. Plenty of space. That falls. Nice feed that time from Cunningham. Sharp's got 7 points.
And you see right there the practice time Sharp's put in. Sound shooting mechanics for a guy who hasn't played a lot of games in his career.
Now here's Hunter. Still without a bucket. Pure from 3-point range.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
Cunningham going to work inside.
Yeah, he's very quick on his feet. You can see it when Cunningham's moving through the defense on his drives.
Curry against Cunningham. Charity stripe shot. Curry, no good. Charlotte's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the 3rd. Curry against Cunningham. Beasley outside. 5 to shoot. Robinson, a screen on Melton. Beasley for 3. No good there.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots. The burst. Man, Sharp can go from 0 to 100 in the blink of an eye.
Checked in for Curry. Charlotte also making some changes. Bull comes in for Isaac, and Okogie is subbed in for Sharp. New York working the ball around now. From deep, Melton sinks it from distance. Melton's got his second basket.
They are unconscious from outside, and so far the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Oh, no good. The Knicks with the lead. Here's Larson. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Melton outside. Fires the 3. Gets the 3 ball to go.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for Charlotte. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
The Hornets are trying to create a winning environment. Coach Charles Lee said, quote, "We know this is a young team, so I want culture enhancers who help us build with their hard work and creativity. Having that energy coming into the building every day is the most important thing." Brian, back to you.
Looking to set the standard. Allie, thank you.
Well, this is where Mitchell Robinson can make his impact on the offensive end. Get the putback with that verticality.
Clark finds Melton. Robinson with a double. And here's Clark for 3. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Bull's got 5 rebounds in the game. Beasley misses.
A donut for him this quarter. They could really use his points to improve their situation.
They get the rebound. Clark. And terrific work on the offensive glass as he picks up the deuce.
They've toned down their three-point attack in the second half, looking to protect the lead with higher percentage shots.
Cunningham with the ball, and Clark picks him up defensively. Stolen by Melton. Cunningham outside. Beasley outside. Pass to Okogie. And we've reached the end of the third. New York out in front, up by 4. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist to the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
Well, we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. On the floor for Charlotte, we've got Bailey. Cunningham is out there with Sharp. Then it's Flagg, and it's Filipowski in at the center position. Here's Larson. Outside Curry. Stolen by Sharp. And it's the Hornets on the break. Here's Flagg, and he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
This continues to be a battle. The lead is within reach.
Yeah, but that's been elusive. They've missed a few plays along the way that they'd love to have back.
Soft touch off the glass. And the Knicks lead by 4.
It's nice to see they're not settling for three-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
Cunningham with the ball. He's picked up by Barnes. Here's Filipowski. Oh, a two-handed power slam.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Ideally, you're trying not to send Stephen Curry to the line, but this guy creates those situations with his instinct and his ability.
And the Knicks making a change here. Clark's checked in. About a minute and a half into the fourth now. Sharp against Clark. Filipowski, the pass to Cunningham. Off target from outside. New York leading by 4. Pass to Curry. Outside Barnes. Cunningham against Curry. Clark with a screen on Cunningham. Oh, Clark with the slam.
Well, at this point, if you get the ball into Steph Curry's hands, good things will happen. He's toying with the defense out of the pick and roll.
And here's Sharp. There's a screen. Comes up empty down low. And for the Knicks, they're shooting 55% for the game so far. 3 from Barnes. Knocks down the triple. And now a 9-point Knick lead.
The improvement in Barnes' mid-range just helps his offense space the floor. Listen, this guy's doing his part. It's what we know he's about, but they have got to get some productivity from some other guys on this roster.
So for the Knicks, Deni checked in for Barnes. Hunter comes in for Anderson. And it's Melton in for Larson. Hunter passes to Melton. Hunter on the wing. The 3. And it's Flagg with a rebound. Flagg's got his 4th rebound in this one.
I'll tell you, this is not a game he'll want to individually remember, but they are positioned to close this thing out.
Pass to Bailey. Fires from deep. And it's New York with a rebound. Clark's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Optia finds Melton. New York working the ball around now. Curry against Cunningham. From deep. Curry's shot is off.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Pass to Bailey. Optia against Sharp. Here's Cunningham. Here's Bailey. Hunter covering. Bailey, the pass to Cunningham. No good on the triple.
Boy, this is the story of the night for this guy. He's taken a lot of questionable shots.
Oh, Curry, a magician inside.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Here's Flagg, beyond the arc. And misses.
You have to love the tenacity, but also the awareness to make sure he came away with that ball.
Optia. Bailey pulls it down. Hornets trail by 8. Oh, got a piece of it. It's stolen by Hunter. Ooh, he leaves no question.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
And we've got a timeout called by Charles Lee. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Charles Lee said to the team. Coach asked his team, can anyone knock down a 3? Reminding them three-point shooting will open up the floor, make things easier in the half-court offense. Everyone loves making 3s. Missing? Not so much. Guys?
Thanks for that, Allie.
Boy, from the charity stripe, Stephen Curry will go down as one of the best to ever do it.
New York with the ball. They're on a 13-5 run. Fires the 3. The putback. The putback. How about the activity?
Oh, just great energy. He stayed with the play all the way through.
Hornets trail by 12. 1:52 left in the fourth. Cunningham goes again, and he cashes it in on the layup.
And if there's one thing Flagg doesn't lack, it's energy. He gets after it on every possession.
New York leading by 10. Here's Curry. Hunter outside. Jacks up a 3. Shoots a 3. Money from three.
Now you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
Well, you know this. This is a guy who's looking for his shot the whole time. You have to know who you're guarding. KYP, know your personnel.
Just showing some tremendous authority controlling the boards. Love it.
Wow, what a performance. And he's not just winning with physical ability, he's winning with anticipation. Bad defense, bad shot. Neither working on that play.
Well, with a comeback out of range, we can put a bow on this one. Good performance for the Knicks.
You can score without sharing the ball, but it can be a whole lot easier when guys are assisting one another.
Yeah, they were very patient. They were also unselfish, and ultimately, that's why they were so efficient.
And this one concludes with their second victory of the year. And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Brandon Clark.
And you can't put a price on the value of his rebounding in this game. His effort on the glass was a game changer.
Here's Bailey. Clark covers. There's the drive. Oh, it misses! And so New York takes this one by a big margin. A clean win, and one where they clearly showed better energy.
Yeah, so true. They put on a show here at home, and I really think they had that extra swagger and confidence, too.
And Allie LaForce has something for us on the sidelines. Hey, Allie.
Steph, I know it's still early, but how do you evaluate this team and its ability to go the distance?
In terms of communicating about our principles and how we're going to be successful, trying to chase another championship, we're definitely on the same page. Just a matter of staying focused every night, giving the best effort we can, and just, enjoying the journey because it's a long year.
Well, you've been there. You know what it takes. Thanks, Steph.
All right, Allie, thanks. Great stuff there. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and our entire crew, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for tuning in. And now let's take a look at our player of the game, Brandon Clark.